What is good, Ninja? OJ over here from PlayerEssence, and welcome to the PE Nintendo Switch and Gaming News video. Today we've got a lot of great topics to go over. Some big sales news when it comes to Splatoon 2 as far as Amazon. We also have big sales news in terms of Japan with the Media Crate, plus Knights of Azure 2 info. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Splatoon 2 version 1.1.1 is now available. A lot of the media and even some people have been able to purchase the game early. So in order to actually play online with other people, you're going to need to download this update. From what I understand, it does make some optimizations and probably connectivity with the Nintendo Switch Online app that was just released and is now functional. Now, if you want the full details on the app as far as what it can do and kind of the connections, check out GameXplain. They've been able to test it, see how it works as far as invites, splitting people up into teams, the connection, voice quality, all of that has been tested on GameXplain. I watched the video from there and it actually really broke things down as far as the pros and cons, because there are quite a number of cons and not necessarily great things about the app so far, but I'm pretty sure Nintendo's going to improve it upon time. But I definitely feel that they need to optimize some things with that, and I guess I can talk about that in a different video once I get my own hands-on time with it. But there's definitely some pros as well, so make sure you check out that video. I'll have a link to it in the description below if that is your thing. I'm more of a Discord guy, like I've said myself. I use that for all my systems. I just find that much easier. But yeah, Splatoon 2 version 1.1.1 is now available, so if you do have the game, make sure you check it out, download it, play online with other people. I guess the servers are up and everything is running pretty smoothly from what I can see. So yeah, definitely Splatoon 2 is going to be one of those massive games for Nintendo. And I did want to talk briefly about the online as far as Amazon goes for sales. Splatoon 2 is doing extremely well on Amazon. It's continued to sell at the top. I talked about this, I think, a couple days ago, where the Amazon sales charts as far as the US has Splatoon 2 above the PSN cards, and I recently just checked the Amazon bestsellers, and while Destiny 2 has jumped up on PS4 and Xbox One, that's up I think in the top 6, yo, Splatoon 2 still #1 on those charts, beating out the almighty PSN card. So Splatoon 2 could have a massive launch, not only in Japan like we've been expecting it, but also in the US and in Europe, but especially in the US at #1, beating out PSN cards. And as you guys all know, people don't like putting their credit card information into PSN. That's why people buy so many PSN cards. So this is definitely great news for Splatoon. I'm liking to see that they've optimized as far as what they're doing, but they definitely have some more room to work with, or more room to improve when it comes to the app and all the functions and features, kind of how things work within it. So make sure you check out the video on GameXplain and as far as their discussions when they go over everything, because I actually haven't been able to test it out myself. Alright, and moving on to the next article here, Knights of Azure 2. We have info on demons, the second forms for many of the different characters, battle styles, locations, and more. So let's talk about some of the characters here for Knights of Azure 2. This is Koei Tecmo's action RPG Gust as well. That's coming to the PS4, PC, and Nintendo Switch in terms of North America. And I know in Japan there's going to be a PS Vita version, but I'm not sure if the PC version is releasing there. So we have Malvasia. She has a second form, and Malvasia's second form wears a ring reminiscent of an angel's halo, and her body is clad in pure white wings. During battle, she takes aim at Alucia and 4 weapons held in 4 robust floating arms that surround her. Malvasia will try to corner Alucia, who's the main character that you use, using various methods. And she also has some battle styles here, so combining the lilies and servants, equipable items, and Alucia's method of fighting makes for an infinite variety of battle styles. Discover a method of fighting that matches your own playstyle, change up how you fight for each stage and boss, and find a battle style that suits what you want to do or suits your own style. So this is actually really cool. They have more information on Alucia's assault style. They have more information on just different enemies and the demons and the weapons. There's so much great stuff that you can learn about Knights of Azure 2. They're really trying to promote this game, and I've been trying to do my best to talk about it more, because I really do think this could be a nice jump up from Knights of Azure 1. They're really taking the time to improve as far as the battle styles, the characters that you can use, reviews, the story, everything just seems bigger and better in Knights of Azure 2, and it looks like they really took some of the feedback that people had, including my own feedback that I gave to Kobe Tecmo, about what they can do with this game, and of course including the Nintendo platform on there. So make sure you check out Knights of Azure 2. If you haven't seen the gameplay videos of this game, I do think that it's going to be pretty good. I know that I'll be getting a review copy as well, so I'll be more than happy to share gameplay with you guys once I get that in. Yes, Knights of Azure 2 is looking very good on the Nintendo Switch in addition to PS4 and PC. So let me know what you guys think about this game and check out the description, get more information as far as Knights of Azure 2 on the systems. I do think that it is going to be a great game. Alright, and getting into the last article here, we have some big Media Create sales charts, and for those who do not know, the Media Create, they pull all the sales as far as Japan goes, and it's only retail sites, okay? And I'm not even sure that they do like online retailers like Amazon as far as software and console sales, but this is probably the most accurate as far as what people use for tracking sales, and there's also no digital as well. It's only physical retail copies. So let's get into this article here. So Final Fantasy 13, the Zodiac Age opens up at 100,764 units, which is very, very good, especially for a remake. So Square Enix's Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac Age for the PlayStation 4 sold 100,764 copies during its first week of release in Japan. The latest Media Create sales charts have revealed. Also new this week, Nintendo's Hey Pikmin and Ever Oasis for the Nintendo 3DS launched at 65,867 units and 15,734 units respectively. Nippon Ichi Software's newly launched crafting simulation RPG, Akoniwa Company Works for the PlayStation 4 sold 4,586 copies. Ouch, maybe should have had it on a different system as well. On the hardware side, the new 2DS XL launched on July 13th, or it's called the new 2DS LL in Japan, to 43,315 units sold. The launch of Hey Pikmin and Ever Oasis on the same day likely helped bolster the hardware sales, Gematsu adds. Both Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 4 also saw healthy sales boosts. So let's go over the top 10 as far as software sales, then we'll get into the hardware. So at number 10 we have Pokemon Sun and Moon, the everlasting Pokemon Sun and Moon, with another 4,938 units for a grand total of 3,289,826 units. Then we have at number 9 Super Bomberman R, making it back into the top 10 with 5,200 units, almost cracking 100,000 at this point, and probably have already done so with digital sales. At number 8 we have on the Nintendo Switch The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild once again, another 7,000 units for over 500,000 on there. Then we have ARMS holding strong in the top 10 with another 8,642 units for 170,000 units plus on there. So that's actually really good for a brand new fighting game IP. Nintendo should be happy with that. At number 6 we have 100% Pascal Sensei, and that is on the Nintendo 3DS. That is a new title from Konami of all places. Do not know what that game is. Not a lot of coverage so far as the US media or Western media. That had almost 10,000 units at 9,113 units sold. At number 5 we have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the Nintendo Switch with another 11,554 units, with nearly 600,000 units total in Japan alone. At number 4 we have Ever Oasis, which is brand new at 14,325 units. So maybe a little bit lower than Nintendo was expecting or anticipating, but still not too bad for a brand new IP in Japan. At number 3 we have the PS4 Gundam vs. the Limited Edition included from Bandai Namco at another 15,734 units for a grand total of 137,178 units. At number 2, like we discussed here, Hey Pikmin on the Nintendo 3DS, brand new, 65,867 units. Very good starts for Hey Pikmin. And then at number 1, Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac Age from Square Enix, 100,764 units. Man, if that was on Nintendo Switch, I'm pretty sure it would have sold a lot more, at least almost as much as that. That game was probably in development for quite some time now. Now going into the hardware sales now, this is actually really cool as far as the boost that many systems got. Pretty much every system was boosted over. The Nintendo 3DS/2DS had huge sales across the board. So that was number 1. The new Nintendo 2DS LL sold 43,315 units, and then the new Nintendo 3DS LL sold 12,101 units, and then the 2DS sold 1,901 units, and then the new 3DS sold another 1,242 units. So overall, Nintendo cracked 50,000 plus with the Nintendo 3DS family of systems. That is very good for a system as old as it is. We're going on, what, 6 years at this point, and it's outselling the newer systems of the PS4 and the Nintendo Switch. Obviously, the Nintendo Switch is a little bit supply constrained, but overall, as far as games go, Japan 3DS has the most games that Japanese gamers do like, with all the RPGs and everything that's going on there. The Nintendo Switch was technically second, but not really, because the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 4 Pro combined sold more, but it was number 2 as far as single SKU goes. So the Nintendo Switch sold 31,906 units, kind of in anticipation for Splatoon. However, that was a bump up from the 26,256 units they sold the previous week. PS4 sold 28,569 units, the regular base model. That was definitely up by around 6,000 units from the week before. Then the PlayStation 4 Pro sold 7,649 units, which was up slightly, about 600 units from the last week. PS Vita and the Xbox One, which got a boost of 200 units over the 72 units that sold the previous week. Wii U, PS3, obviously those are discontinued, so those aren't selling much. But overall, great sales across the board for everyone involved when it comes to Nintendo, when it comes to Sony. Bandai Namco had some good stuff with Gundam that was selling. Nintendo did great with Hey Pikmin, in addition to a little bit with Ever Oasis as far as a new IP. We'll see if that continues to sell. But Super Bomberman R, Konami, they have to be happy with that. The fact that that game, what it is still selling in the top 10 as far as Japan goes, about to crack 100,000 units sold in Japan alone, and probably already done that with digital on there. That is very good. The Nintendo Switch obviously outpacing the Wii U when it comes to day and date, or really at the same time period, outpacing the Wii U by a country mile when it comes to sales. And Nintendo 3DS still going strong with great software. If you look at these sales, why is Nintendo going to stop with that? It just pretty much proves the fact that Nintendo is not going to stop with the 3DS anytime soon. There's no reason to not have both, and both of them prosper and do well. Plenty of games around the board. So yeah, I see Nintendo continuing the 3DS for quite some time, and really till it fizzles out and the Switch really can be mass produced to where everyone can get one at any point. Don't really see any reason why Nintendo's going to drop the 3DS anytime soon. That is money in the bank, and it's just so cheap to manufacture and produce these games. There's no reason to stop, especially when you're selling these systems for $150 to $200 a pop, plus $39.99 for games, and you're selling this much at launch just in Japan. No reason to stop it at all. Anyone who says otherwise does not understand business at all. So let me know what you guys think about all of these sales. Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Age, really happy to see that one do well. That's one that I want to pick up eventually, so I definitely will be playing that on stream at some point. So happy to see Square Enix do that, and know that people do want these older Final Fantasy games remade for the new generation of systems. So awesome there. Let me know what you guys think about all of this information in the comment section below. Alright guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Check out the links in the description below. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on all of our social media. It really helps us spread the content of PlayerEssence across the interwebs, in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon page. Pledge any tier, be entered in to win some awesome prizes each month. In addition to that, we got Discord voice chat for all of our live streams. Come be a part of the PE family there. And also, $10 prize eShop tournaments for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Splatoon 2, ARMS, and so much more. So support PE Live and PE Arena right here on PlayerEssence. Also, make sure you hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for the latest news, reviews, discussions, and more. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you Ninja for the next video. Peace.